just happened. Matt's about to go off. Not yet. Oh, man. No good days and bad days and hurricanes and spring rain. The water's always gonna do its thing, and I'ma be like that when I get right back. And nothing gonna change my soul. No matter of fact, I'ma sing louder and stronger, because the days ain't getting no longer. You can't have the sweet without the bitter. You can't be sitting if you want that hitter. Put it all on me. Put it all on me right now, yeah. I say your first dance, a romance. You never take a shot, you got a fat chance. You got to get moving if you want some love. Only get one life, far as I know. So give me all the things that'll help me grow. Cause I ain't come here to push and shove. You can't have the sweet without the bitter. You can't be sitting if you want that hitter. Put it all on me. Put it all on me. Put it all on me right now, yeah. Well, I'ma be right here and right now. I can't be anywhere else anyhow. I'm learning how to swim in the tank I'm in. And I'ma be grateful for hard times, cause the mess is when we see the resolve of our mind. And I can't be nobody but me. You can't have the sweet without the bitter. You can't be sitting if you want that hitter. Put it all on me. Put it all on me. Put it all on me right now, yeah.
Hello, thank you for joining us and taking a listen to Big Sky bonus tracks at the Roosevelt Center. I'm Mitch Lagge, and I'm joined here today by two members of the rock and folk band Satsang. Did I describe you guys correctly?
Great.
Joined here with Drew McManus, who's the lead singer, frontman, main writer of the band, as well as his bandmate Parker. You guys, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing with us your beautiful, beautiful music. That was awesome.
Dude, thanks for having us.
Yeah, so I guess for folks that don't know Satsang, what's the introduction you can give me?
Well, nationally touring band. We've been doing national tours for coming up on 8 years.
And that's how long the band's been around for?
Yeah, just about. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we got pretty much right to it. The band has grown and changed during that time. But yeah, it just keeps getting bigger.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, that's what we do is tour around the country and play rock and roll.
Bigger is better, though, right?
Yes.
And is it based here in Red Lodge area? What do you think?
I think what makes our band so cool, I say this all the time when people are like, when we'll be like at a festival and someone says, where are you from? I would say America. Because him and I are in Montana, our drummer lives in Brooklyn, other guitar player lives in Charlotte, North Carolina, and bass player lives in Chicago.
Wow.
And our tour manager lives on a mountain in Colombia.
How do you guys manage writing cohesive music when you're so far apart?
Everyone in the band, I mean, I write the songs, and then everyone in the band is just elite, high caliber musicians. Like the rehearsal for the last tour, we were playing a couple of these new songs. It just kind of happens on the spot. Like everyone is just, we're a pretty tight unit.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. And it certainly sounded like you two were a tight unit up here today.
Yeah, he's the other half, for sure.
Now I am not this, and I am not that, and I can be anything that I like. I'm the thing behind the thing. I'm not this body that I bring. I am not fearful and I am not scared. I'm not entitled and I'm not impaired. And I've bled more than any man should in only one life. And I am a father and I am a teacher. I'm the student, son of a preacher. And I'm a miracle in movement and a walking sign of love and grace. You can tear me down to pieces, but now what I build with these hands can't surround me with all of your reaches. But you can't stand where I stand. And above all the truths that I know to be true, I've been up, I've been down, and it still follows through. I said you can't tell me what I am. I am a leader, but I'll follow you down somewhere between a smile and a frown. I'm the dark, I'm the light, I am dumb, I am wise, and the voice in my head says try anything twice. I'm an addict to anything altered. I feel my brain left alone is a problem. Well, the deeper I dig is the more that I find it's a trap that I'm pillaging time after time. I'm lucky, but luck looks like work. A man whose hands, they live in the dirt. For the dirt and the work seem the only place found. Something like making all of these sounds. You can tear me down to pieces, but now what I build with these hands can't surround me with all of your reaches. But you can't stand where I stand. And above all the truths that I know to be true, I've been up, I've been down, and it still follows through. I said you can't tell me what I am. I'm a vessel, free as ever, when I'm walking towards forever. And I remember to separate myself from these titles and this shell. And I am a liar, but not like you think. I'll walk through fire without but a blink. And I'll look you in the face and tell you I'm fine, when the truth is that I'm falling far, far behind. I'm a seeker of every edge, a kiss on the mouth and a jump from the ledge. And I'm the punch that you take when you can't seem to fake your day. You can tear me down to pieces, but not what I built with these hands. Can't surround me with all of your reaches, but you can't stand where I stand. And above all the truths that I know to be true, I've been up, I've been down, and it still follows through. I said you care. Tell me I see you care. Tell me I see you care. And tell me what I am.
You guys have been touring this act kind of around locally, right?
Yeah, we did.
Is there a proper title for both of you guys together, or?
No, we just had this idea of, we had a chunk of time between spring tour and festival season. We both live here. So instead of, typically it's a van with 7 people and a loaded trailer and tour manager, sound guy, it's like this whole big production. We're like, well, what if we just took my pickup and just played in Montana?
And it's been working out, huh?
Yeah, the run that we did was fun. Yeah, it was really fun.
Have you been playing all those shows, new songs like you showed us tonight?
Yeah.
Awesome. They sound great. Off the new record titled, you're going to have to remind me.
Flowers from the Fray.
Where does that come from, and
I had
inspiration for this record? And
I had a really shitty go of it there for a few months. The winter was really hard, but I was writing a lot. Kind of felt like I was floating out in the fray, as it were. And the songs were kind of the flowers that I gathered in that.
Right.
It just came to me one day and I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what these songs are.
So they came together kind of in the winter of 2021-ish,
Yeah.
Is that right? Coming out of the pandemic, which I know took you guys off the road, right?
Yeah, it was great for me. The break was needed, and during that break was when him and I started playing together, and then when stuff turned back on, he got in the van, so...
What do you think about the band so far, Parker?
I love it, man. Yeah, it was great. It was just a cool story. Like, we just were hanging out a ton during the whole ordeal, and we had time to actually hang out. We've known each other for about 12 years now, and so we were just hanging out and talking, and one day Drew asked me if I wanted to. I asked my wife. She said, sounds fun. And yeah, hopped in the van. Loved it. The crew's great. Drew's one of my best friends. The band has become one of my best friends. Each individual person I've developed a relationship with, and just a beautiful, beautiful time.
But you had to get the wife's permission first, right?
Can't just hop in the van with 2 kids and leave them at home without permission. Yeah. No, and it was cool. And we're at a place with our kids where they're old enough that flexibility there, and yeah, it worked out.
One thing that should be mentioned too, both of you guys are fathers, right? How is that being touring musicians, dealing with family life and that kind of thing?
It's a deal. I know for me, it's really nice to have Parker there. Everyone else in the band are single dudes without children. So it's nice to have someone in the crew that knows what that's like. I think it's also really cool. The thing whenever I'm feeling like super homesick that I always remind myself is, if you ask Malachi, my youngest son, he's 4. If you ask him what I do, he's my dad does rock and roll. That's what he does. And I think we grow up having the adults in our lives tell us to chase our dreams. And most of the adults that told me that weren't really doing shit. You know, they were working jobs that they didn't like. So my kids have never known any different. They've just watched me chase the dream down my whole life. So I think that's the coolest example that you can set for a young person. It's like, yeah, man, if you want something and you dedicate yourself to it and you work hard, that you can have that.
Well, I'm stuck inside the van again. Can't wait to hold your hand again. Oh, look at the life that we found ourselves in. I made it out to California, and I feel that I should warn you that the people here, no, they don't act like me. They don't like my how to draw, and they all scream from their jaws. Hell, I cannot wait to get back home to see where the deer outnumber people, and the mountains serve as steeples, and my congregation pews are made up of trees. Take me back to 0212, so I'm on my way to you, back where everything I say feels like it's done. Where it's colder than the West Coast, but we'll mingle with the best folks, and I'm made to stand my ground and not to run. Yeah, well, most of all I see, more and more the way is through. Until I'm back, I guess I'll think of you. Well, the road ain't running out. Seems my spirit's in a drought, and I start to miss the way that you hold my hand. I've been a lot of things in life, but I'm your husband, you're my wife, and the best I've ever been is when I'm your man. So when November comes, I swear, by your side I'm standing there. Call me soon and give our love, my love to those kids, and take me back to 0212, so I'm on my way to you, now back where everything I say feels like it's done. Now where it's colder than the West Coast, but we'll mingle with the best folks, and I'm made to stand my ground and not to run. Yeah, well, most of all I see, more and more the way is through. Until I'm back, I guess I'll think of you. Take me back to 0212, so I'm on my way to you, now back where everything I say feels like it's done. Now where it's colder than the West Coast, but we'll mingle with the best folks, and I'm made to stand my ground and not to run. Yeah, well, most of all I see, more and more the way is through. Until I'm back, I guess I'll think of you. Until I'm back, I guess I'll think of you.
Think of You really struck me with a lot of imagery of our surrounding area.
Yeah.
I assume that makes its way into your music often.
Yeah, I'm kind of dedicating myself to being an ambassador for Montana more as a culture than a place. I don't want people to move here, but you know, I've always thought that was really cool. Like Appalachia has a sound, you know, Texas has a sound, like California has a sound. I kind of am trying to craft a sound for Montana, and yeah, think of you as kind of about just all things home to me. You know, my wife, my kids, the deer, the trees, the mountains. You know, like it's
all right out your back door.
Yeah, I long for it when I'm gone, especially when we're putzing around in these big cities. You know,
for sure,
dying to get back.
Longing for the mountains and the trees, and all that kind of stuff.
People get on. People get on a lot better here.
Awesome. Well, shoot, I'm running out of questions to ask you guys, but I want to give you the platform and the opportunity to spread your word. Where can people find you? Where can people find your music? All that good stuff.
You can find us on Instagram at Satsang, Satsang. Satsang, we'll just say that because it's easier. Satsangmovement.com. Tour dates, pre-order, all of that. P-word on Instagram.
At P-word.
Now,
I like it.
Parker here is the most media active member of our band. He does tour vlogs. He was doing one a show on fall tour,
Yeah.
which is really cool because now you go back on it, and,
Right.
and it's really fun to watch.
Pain in the butt to cut those together the night after, though, right?
I think I have 37 like Satsang vlogs on my YouTube.
Wow. So if you really want to deep dive into the band,
Yeah, if you want to see what it's like to be on the road with us, it's a pretty. I mean, it's real. That's what it
Yeah.
is. And then he also does these amazing chip and pedal reviews where he reviews a different chip and a pedal.
oh, like a potato chip?
In a guitar pedal.
Guitar pedal. Yeah.
The new one he just did was the Crybaby wah wah pedal and the Pacoy. How do you say it?
Packy. I think it's Packy or
The Packy One Chip Challenge.
Oh, was that terrible or was that
It
terrible?
looked rough, dude.
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, it was like
And what's your YouTube channel again? How do people find it?
that. I just
Not off the top of your head. It's all good.
Yeah,
we'll put it in the link of this video description. Is what we're gonna.
Parker Brown on YouTube.
Pedal and Chips.
Yeah, pedals and chips.
Pedals and chips. The key search words. Awesome. Well, thank you, gents, again so much for
Yeah,
your
thanks
time
for
and your
having us.
beautiful music. We really do appreciate it.